Hello. You're a game little bugger, aren't you? Well, you're a game little bugger. Love it. Love it. Very game. You want to come and sit on my finger or something? Or on my shoulder? Hey, bub. Why, Miriga? Budger in a wunya. You're going to Awabakal Ngurrawa. Hello, friend. Good to see you. Today, I'm on Awabakal country. And if you can't see, I've got a friend. How cool is that? A few kookaburras around too. Bunch of magpies. Mummy and Daddy are sitting behind the camera there watching me. Watching what I do with Bubba here. Yeah. On to the topic, guys. So, I know I said in my last video when I told you guys I was taking a bit of a break. I know I said that my first video back was going to be a product video and that I'd be giving that away. Well, hey, look, I'm kind of in two minds at the moment whether I do want to give it away or not. I haven't actually filmed that video at the time of recording this, so I'm sort of in two minds whether or not I do want to give it away. So, yeah, that video will be the next one coming out, guys. This one is another sort of update video. Look, I know you're probably like, oh shit, another update. Stick with us. There's some big crap happening and I need to let you guys know about it all. So look, the first thing that is happening is I'm over mixed four-wheel drive touring. Really am. I've had enough of it. I'm done with it. Honest, God's honest truth, guys. I'm done with mixed four-wheel drive touring. It just doesn't suit me anymore. It's not what I want. It's not what I need. So yeah, I'm done with mixed four-wheel drive touring. But that doesn't mean I'm going anywhere. You see, I'm just rebranding. I'm not going nowhere. I'm still going to keep putting out these videos. I'm still going to keep annoying you guys. And you know, I'm just rebranding. Now some of you eagle-eye viewers may have already picked up on this a little bit. I have led to a few little secrets here and there, a little sort of, I don't know, you could call them Easter eggs if you're a computer gamer or something. They're just little things that have happened. But yeah, guys, I'm rebranding. So say goodbye to mixed four-wheel drive touring. Now say hello to On Country with Mick. Why have I gone for the name change? Well, I said back in January when I did a update video that I wasn't real happy with mixed four-wheel drive touring because one, I don't tour as much. I'm not able to travel as far as I'd like to. So I'm not touring in that sense of the word. I'm not getting around and travelling to multiple different places all throughout New South Wales and further abroad. I'm sort of still limited to my own backyard. So the touring side of things I haven't felt right with for a while. The four-wheel drive side of things, well, as you guys know, I do a lot of bushwalks in that too. That don't involve the four-wheel drive. You can get there in any car, and I have in the past got there in the wife's Corolla when she still had that. If you're unaware, she had an accident back in March, just after my grandfather passed away, and the Corolla's no more. She's now got a Ford Escape. Upsized a little bit from the Corolla, that's for sure, and yeah, she's got the little Ford Escapes. So there may be some videos coming up in that too, so stick around, something a bit different from the Pajero. But again, you know, if I'm doing bushwalks and stuff like that, well, it's not four-wheel drive related. So I've been thinking of different names other than mixed four-wheel drive touring. I said at the start of the year that I was considering one Yanma Budgeti Murugu, which is Walk a Good Path. Well, I decided not to go with that name, obviously. I am, however, going to be using that in replace of another part of my videos, which I'll get to in a minute. So I've decided, I thought of On Country with Mick, and On Country, when talking to people in the Aboriginal community, and that On Country means what I'm doing right now. Anytime you're outside, you're enjoying nature, you're enjoying the fresh air, you're going fishing, bushwalking, down the beach, going for a drive, whatever you're doing, it's always on country. And for for me and my Aboriginal heritage and culture, I think on country really suits, because everything I do is on country. You know, whether I'm doing a walk or anything else, you know, it's always on country. So to me, that really suits. So I figured, you know, on country with Mick, it fits. And I'm really happy with the idea of it. I've come up with the logo that you can see on the shirt here. That's going to be obviously on shirts and stickers and everything, but it's also going to be my main profile photo. And then I've got another one, which is simply the middle section, without the Aboriginal print around the outside, and that is going to be used on all headers and things like that, and again stickers and whatnot as well. So yeah, so I've come up with those two main designs. I asked a few family members and some close friends, my Patreon supporter and everything, what they thought of the name, and it's pretty well been unanimous that people like it. You'll see this in a coming up video too. This time it's not me, it's Nathan. I'm not answering it. Rule number one of filming, hey Matt, turn your phone off. Yeah, anyway guys, so what's it mean that I'm rebranding? Well, obviously YouTube is no longer going to be Mixed 4-Wheel Drive Touring, and some of you may have already noticed this as my tag. It's now, and it has been for a little bit now, at On Country with Mick. But even though it still had that little Mixed 4-Wheel Drive Touring logo and banner and all that sort of stuff, the tag on there has been at On Country with Mick. Facebook and Instagram as well have also been changed to at On Country with Mick already. So that's why I say some of you eagle-eyed subscribers and followers there may have already noticed something happening in the winds there. So everything is effectively sort of staying the same. I've recently picked up a book about wild plant foods. So I'll be trying my hardest to learn more about bush tucker and stuff like that, and I want to introduce that more into my videos. I really want that to be, I really want the Aboriginal culture and heritage and things like that to play a bigger part in my videos. So as I try and learn more and do more, I want you guys to see it, because for me it's a big thing. It's a big part of who I am. Listen to those maggots behind me, that's awesome, I love it. Having them come up so close, it's wicked. So yeah, all that stuff's changing, guys. The channel is not moving or anything like that, it's just changing name. So you don't have to go and subscribe anywhere else or follow any other pages or any of that sort of thing. It's just changing names. Does mean, and I've been working on this for a while, I was working on a rebuild of the website. During the last couple of months of just relaxing, I've pretty well finished off that website. It is up already and running. One of the main things I had to do is just go through and rename everything on the website to On Country with Mick once I decided to change it. So the website's up. The address or the domain for the website is still, you can still use mix4wd.com to get to the site. But the main domain for it now is Ngurrawa.com. Now Ngurrawa means in Dharug language on country, which you'll notice on the back of the shirts and stickers, you've got Ngurrawa written on there. Well, that's what that is. It means on country. So that's the link, the domain for the website. It will obviously be in the description below the video and everything else. So as always, so yeah, Ngurrawa.com is the new website. Let's have a quick chat about the new website. Much the same, doesn't have that same look, doesn't have that same feel, as you can see. I think it's a little bit smoother. Brief description of the website, what it is. Then it comes down to my latest video. So if you click on there as of today, you should see this video link down there. Comes down a little bit, you've got a couple of blogs. Then you've got some pictures and that at the bottom, which is linked directly to my Instagram. Right down the bottom in the footer, this is on every page, and you can click here and just enjoy it while you're on the website. I've created a playlist through Spotify called Aussie Driving Songs. Now, you can download that, you can add it to your own library if you use Spotify. Just all Australian music that I enjoy listening to while I drive. That's all it is. There's like 10 hours worth of music there, so it's a really good, long, solid playlist to listen to while you're driving. Just going on a trip wherever you are. all Aussie music, classic rock. There's everything from Jimmy Barnes, AC/DC, John Farnham. I think there's a little bit of Yothu Yindi in there. You've got Baker Boy in there. There's probably some Jessica Malboy in there. Skyhooks, bloody this, that and everything. Just Aussie, good Aussie music. John Williamson and stuff like that as well in there. Lee Kernaghan and everything. So yeah, check out that playlist, guys. It's free for anyone that's got Spotify, free for you guys to listen to. If you're on a plan with Spotify, you can download it and have it offline when you're traveling or at camp or whatever. I think it's a great playlist. Really happy with that, and I listen to it a lot in the car myself, just cruising around town. So that's the main page. Then you've obviously got the blogs, which there's still not a lot there. I want to get some more of them on. I've now got a gear page on there. So for those of you that sort of see me using a bit of gear and wondering what I'm using, there's a gear page there. Nothing listed on that page is provided by a sponsor. Nothing has been given to me free. It's all products that I've purchased out of my own money. And for the most part, I've paid full price for everything, unless something may have come through where I've maybe been given a discount for something, but that depends. We'll just get to that in a little bit. Then you'll come through and you'll see the Get Around page. The Get Around page, as you can see here, is simply a map. And through that map, I've got a whole heap of little pins, little waypoints and that. Click on each one of them, get a brief description, then you can read more. Opens up their own individual page, as you can see here. Click on the top here, you'll see some photos. Go back into the main page, read the full description of it. On the map on the right hand side, again, it shows where it is. Across the top here, you've got, it will be GPS route or GPS mark. So you can click on that and it will take you to Gaia GPS. And that will allow you to download and save the waypoint for yourself, the route for yourself if it's a bushwalking track or something like that. And I've put an actual route down. You can download them so you can follow my tracks and you can actually keep an eye on all that, and help you to get out and find these different places and look at more. And that's what the whole page is about, guys, is so you guys can get in there, you can have a look, you can read a description, you can look into everything, and then you can use it to help plan your own trips and do your own things. So that's the idea with the Get Around page. Oh, yes. So that's the idea of the Get Around page, guys, is for you guys to be able to utilize that and plan your own trips and do your own things as well. So then obviously we've got the shop. On the shop, the hashtag Padge Life stickers are still there. They're not changing. They're a nice one. The patrol sticker is still there too for all the patrol owners or the friends of patrol owners. They're still there. I have changed the UHF radio stickers. They've been a really popular one in the past, so I've changed those to put the On Country with Mick branding on them. You'll notice at the bottom of them you've got emergency only 5 and 35. Too many people just don't seem to realise that they're emergency channels that you should not be using generally. So I've made that in nice big bright letters, and that's a big part of the reason I've done these stickers in the first place. And of course I've got the new On Country with Mick stickers. Again, the big round one and then the smaller rectangle shaped one. They've got those available. There will be another one coming up later on that's probably going to have the socials just under here. So that'll be another one coming up a bit later, maybe. In addition to the website, which isn't here just yet, I'm still waiting for these to arrive, but these are an addition I'm really happy to announce, and that is patches. I've done both styles of stickers. I'm getting them done in patches. So at the time of recording this, they haven't arrived, so hopefully they will be here by the time this video releases, but we'll see. They'll be, I think, about $8 a piece. They're Velcro backed, printed on the front with the embroidery around the edges. A1 Insignia over in WA, I believe they are. They're the ones doing them for me. So if you haven't followed them on Instagram and that already, please jump over and do so. So yeah, I'm finally getting on board with that patch game, guys. So getting there. Another thing that you'll notice on there, and might be a bit of a sensitive topic, some people may not like it, but I'm going to do my best with it, and that's supporters. Over the last month, coming up toward the end of the financial year, I reached out to one company, and I had another sort of reach out to me. I've got Predator Coatings, or Wishheart's Paint Solutions. They've come on board as a supporter, and you'll see what they're doing for me in upcoming videos, so make sure you subscribe to follow that one. But Wishheart's Paint Solutions coming on board with the Predator lining, or Predator coating. So they're coming on as a supporter. I'm not putting them down as sponsors. I'm not putting any of these down as sponsors, because I feel sponsorship involves change of cash, change of finances, and I'm not asking money on any of these, but we have worked out a bit of an agreement. The other one that's coming on board is Autobarn at Lake Haven. I've spoken with Ben, the manager there, and he kind of actually came up to me as well when I was at Surf Sand and Cars, because they're big supporters of that as well. And Ben came up to me and we had a bit of a chat, and we've agreed that we're going to do a bit of a deal there too. So Ben, Autobarn at Lake Haven, and Wishheart's Paint Solutions, or Predator Coatings, is coming on board as well. So really happy to have them on board. I've reached out to a couple of other companies. By the time this releases, there may be another one on there. At the time of filming, I'm unaware what their standing is going to be. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. I've got my first couple of supporters coming on board, and really grateful to have them. So same as I'm really grateful to have all you guys. In my time off, I've hit 500 subscribers, so I'm only tiny, but 500, I'm real grateful for that as well. So so yeah, guys, that's pretty much wraps it all up, I think, for the changes with the channel and everything else. And yeah, it's the name's the biggest thing, obviously, as well. Merch, I'm going to have shirts and things like that coming up as well. On the bottom of the store, you can see the link to my Bigelow website, where you can purchase shirts and everything through them. I've still got Patreon and all that sort of stuff too, guys, so it's all still there. You just want to support me and help me out, jump on board, grab some merch, grab some stickers, patches, whatever it might be, shirts. Jump onto Patreon and throw me a few bucks a month if you want to do that to help support in that as well. It'd be really appreciated. So one last part I did mention, guys, the Yanma Budjiti Murugu, which means walk a good path. That is going to replace at the end of my videos, where I normally say take care, peace, and see you on the tracks. Yanma Budjiti Murugu is replacing that. So yeah, that's it, guys. Yanma Budjiti Murugu, walk a good path. Yano, goodbye.